Ethereum literally is going crazy, guys, right now. It literally pumped from $1,300 up to $4,600, which is very close to the all-time high level at $4,800, which I think we only have one main resistance going against Ethereum. If we break this level, then I think we're gonna pump much further than the all-time high level. I'm gonna share with you my Elliott wave prediction and where I think that we might top up at Ethereum with a new all-time high levels. So let's go down to the smaller time frame and share with you some important levels that I think Ethereum might face against going up further. As you can see right now, Ethereum has been going crazy where we're literally able to buy and sell Ethereum at the best and most critical levels. But right now, if I go to the 30-minute time frame, you can see that Ethereum is hitting two resistance levels that I think are critically important, which are the $4,600 and the $4,630 almost, which is right now facing it as resistance. I think for Ethereum, to go to the all-time high level of $4,870, we must break this level, because technically right now this is a major Elliott wave level. If I share with you my prediction right now, as you can see from this Elliott wave prediction, this could be the top of wave 3, causing Ethereum to go down a bit, especially with Bitcoin right now hitting into major resistance, with Ethereum against Bitcoin also hitting against major resistance. This could technically lead to a small pullback on Ethereum if we fail to break the $4,600 level. But now then we could technically be ready for a smaller pullback. That doesn't mean obviously Ethereum being bearish. However, this could actually mean an opportunity to buy at the end of wave 4. Okay, so before we go and make a new all-time high level, if we break right now, then we can obviously head towards the all-time high levels. If we don't, then we can ready to buy at a cheaper price before it goes to all-time highs. As you can see, I'm going to share with you some level to buy Ethereum if it drops right now. If it fails to break these two orange levels, then I think the most important level to buy Ethereum at, using the volume profile, we can see that the most volume place in this bull trend is basically at $4,300. So I think that this could be a nice level to buy or purchase Ethereum if right now it goes, or it fails to break the resistance and it starts to break down a bit. Then I think this level, which we can share with a rectangle or view it with a rectangle, as you can see, from 4,300 to 4,200 could be the first level to buy Ethereum at if it pullbacks. And then if it doesn't hold this level, then I think technically we can also wait for a much deeper retracement to $4,065 or 4,000, or just a bit lower than $4,000. So I think this could be the two places I'm interested in buying Ethereum if it goes lower. As I've said, this resistance is very important. $4,600 is very likely for us to now start dropping a bit, especially as I've said, with Bitcoin hitting resistance, with Ethereum against Bitcoin hitting resistance. So if it drops, I'm gonna see it as a buying opportunity, not as something bearish. I'm still thinking, or I'm still expecting Ethereum to break an all-time high levels. If it doesn't do it right now, it's gonna do it sooner rather than later. So if it drops a bit, I'm gonna buy Ethereum, even if it goes or dips below $4,000. I think this would be the best opportunity to buy. Actually, I think that the best discount to get Ethereum at is lower than $4,000. So my thesis is basically, if we don't break this level right now, I'm gonna wait for Ethereum at 4,200. If this level doesn't hold, I'm gonna also wait at $3,900, or just a bit below the 4,000 level mark. However, if we actually break Ethereum, or break the resistance right now, then we can start heading towards the new all-time high level. Now let me share with you the next prediction, which is where could we put an all-time high at the Ethereum level, or at the Ethereum price. As you can see, going to the daily time frame, I'm gonna share with you some major important levels that I think could be the end and could be the top, or signal the top for Ethereum. As I've said, Ethereum has been going crazy. It literally gave us, let's measure the increase from the top or the bottom of this bull trend up until the current price action. We can see that we've increased with 230%. So technically, I don't want to be a super bull. I don't want to give you a prediction of $10,000 or $20,000. I think the super realistic expectations is to look at it from an Elliott wave perspective. As you can see from these Elliott waves that I've got, I think that technically, if price starts pulling back from this level and then gives us a nice opportunity to purchase Ethereum again, technically I think that the 1.618 Fibonacci level up until the 2 Fibonacci level, which is either $5,750 or $6,300. I think this could be a realistic price target to start selling Ethereum before a much deeper retracement. I basically don't want to end up holding the bag for the whales that are gonna start selling. I don't want to be a beginner that looks for the 10 or 20 or $30,000. We've seen it again and again. People looking at a much higher all-time high, and then at the end the Ethereum price or even Bitcoin price just goes a bit above the all-time high and then starts dropping. So basically, for me personally, I've started buying Ethereum at the 1,500 and almost I started accumulating at an average entry of $2,000. So I should be pleased, very pleased with an increase of almost 300% or even a bit less than that. So I don't want to be holding the bag, waiting for or chasing much more profits. I think that's technically a smart idea to start selling once we get above the all-time highs, at max still $6,000. At least this is my expectations. As I've said, right now I'm watching closely this level. If we break right now these two orange levels, then we can start seeing a pump to all-time highs. If we fail, then we can actually keep following the Elliott wave plan, with also Ethereum against Bitcoin simultaneously dropping. If it does, then I think Ethereum is gonna drop. But however, right now, as you can see, we're literally trying to fight against this resistance. If we do break it, then it's gonna be actually a bullish sign, and we can cancel out the Elliott wave prediction we've got. And that is basically my outlook for Ethereum. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and have a good day.